Hi, I'm Daniel Liku.
Hello, I'm Alessandro Antonio. Welcome to Food 101.
Food, 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 people. Let's talk about food. Oh, Shafi.
Hey, Daniel, what's up?
Good, 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 Shafi. People watching us on Facebook and LinkedIn, you're probably wondering why we are doing this again. We want to do 3 episodes for this month, people, because Chef and I are so busy. We are so busy that we have no time to do our regular recording, but we can do another way so that we can have a regular episode every Monday to fill in our Food 101 podcast. So, Shafi, before we go on, let's share to our listeners. And according to Listen Notes, our listen score is 36 and belong to 2.5 popular show globally. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
thank you. And
everybody.
of
Thank
course,
you.
Feed Spot for being the number 12 best food podcast. Number 12 people. I hope next year will number 5. I just want to yes, we're working
Now,
on
what
it
we're working on,
because Chef and I want this podcast to become more bigger.
better and bolder.
Yes. So people, according to FeedSpot, we are number 12 or 70 best food podcasts. Okay. And they saying that the best food podcast from thousands of podcasts on the web and ranked by relevancy, authority, social media followers, and freshness. So, speaking of social media, we have food101.ca, our official website for this podcast. We are encouraging you to visit it because you're gonna learn a lot in terms of culinary aspect in your daily life. If you want to apply in the kitchen, like cooking bechamel, cooking velouté, or whatever basic fundamental in cooking is there. So food one or www.food101.ca. So please do visit. And we are so yes, we are so grateful
Beautiful.
people that we are blessed for these milestones of Food 101. This is our fourth season, right, Shafi? Yes, and we
Yes.
are doing our fifth season. Who knows, Chef Alessandro and I, we're cooking live. Live from Toronto and live from British Columbia.
Vancouver, British
Yes.
Columbia.
So, Shafi, what will be our topic for today?
Well, it's super. Oh, today is you gonna talk.
Let
What's
Oh,
your
yes,
favorite Italian
because
food?
a while ago, or let's pretending that last week, people watching on Facebook,
No, I talked before you.
Facebook,
Yeah, yeah. Before it was my
yes,
choice.
Chef
Now it's your
Alessandro
choice.
choice of food a while ago or last week. If you want to know, please do watch our live because it's already done and you can deter you will know what Chef Alessandro will favorite soup, dessert, appetizer, and many more. And it's my turn, but Chef Alessandro will discuss to us. So, Chefi, my favorite, of course, my favorite soup, number one soup of all time for Italian cuisine, the minestrone. Oh,
Wow.
minestrone. So, Chefi, how would you make a minestrone for a beginner?
Uh, well, for you, I'm gonna make it special. You
Yes,
know.
a special, special.
Classic minestrone, more vegetable you got, better it
Yes.
is. Then depend on the season anyway. So, but always you need green vegetables or whatever sweet chard, your celery. You need some, if you want broccoli, cauliflower, whatever you got. Carrots, onion, of course, potato. You know, um, uh, beans, borlotti beans, cannellini beans, green beans if you want. So more vegetable you put in,
Yes.
better the minestrone come out. Of course, it's all after depend on the season, of course, and whatever it's the vegetable around you. Yeah, of course, you start with a base, with your onion or garlic, garlic, no, onion and celery, and start to with the olive oil, and then after that you add a little bit of them all the vegetable toast all together, and then you add your vegetable stock, or if you want, or you can just add water because it's already lots of vegetable over there, so it's not that you need more vegetable on it,
Yes.
but it's up to you. And let's say you add a little bit of a splash of tomato inside, not too much because minestrone is not tomato sauce. The minestrone is just a little bit
Yes.
dirty of tomato. That's it. You had to see the color of the vegetable. You had to see only tomato sauce. So just a little spoon of tomato just to give the color on the bouillon, on the broth. And let's say you boil up until the vegetable cook, and that's it. After you seasoning, salt and pepper, and here we go. You're done. A little bit olive oil, fresh olive oil on top. Done deal. That's
Yes.
your
So, Chefy,
minestrone.
some people put basil, fresh basil. Is it okay to put basil too?
Well, you can put basil if you like. I'm no crazy about it. I'm not putting the basil. I can put as a decoration on top, but it's not the. It's gonna be my favorite. I prefer to put actually
Mm.
piece of Parmesan cheese inside. I really love it. Like not just shaved Parmesan, but even really a really piece of Parmesan cheese inside. It's the best one. And why not some nice crouton or some nice sourdough bread toasted on the side that you can actually even inside the soup is very good. If you like some pasta in, you can put some
Why
pasta
not?
in.
Yes.
Why
Usually
not?
they put macaroni, right, Chefy? Here in Canada.
Kind of, yeah, they are very small. They are very small
Pasta. Yes.
pasta.
Here
Yes.
we go, people. Minestrone, the version of Chef Alessandro. But before we go on, Chefy, let's shout out our listeners from all over the world. See, a while ago or last week, pretending that's last week. So we shout out a while ago, Netherlands, Kuwait, and Bangladesh. Today, Mexico, Australia, and Italy. Okay, Mexico. Mexico,
Oh,
Chefy.
beautiful.
Oh,
Mexico. Nuevo León, 1%. Ah, no, we jump. Okay, so Querétaro, 72%, Mexico City, 27%, Jalisco, 1%, Oaxaca, 1%, Michoacán, 1%, Campeche, 1%, Nuevo León, 1%, San Luis Potosi, 1%, Hidalgo, 1%,
Calientes.
Aguascalientes,
Yes.
1%, Quintana Roo, 1%, Tamaulipas, 1%, Estado de Mexico, 1%,
Yes,
Guerrero,
muchas gracias.
1%. Well, sorry if I didn't pronounce good.
Yes, yes,
Please forgive me. My friends from Mexico. There are
yes,
so many friends from
Mexico.
Mexico.
Muchas gracias. Muchas
Yeah,
gracias.
muchas
And of course,
gracias.
let's shout out to the people listening in Australia.
In Australia, fantastic. Western Australia, 69%. Victoria, 23%. No, New South Wales, 6%. Queensland, 1%. South Australia, 1%. I was almost say to Nova Scotia, but
No,
I made a
yeah,
mistake.
yes.
I almost made a mistake over there. I got the wrong. I got the wrong country. Yeah.
Thank you, Down Under, for supporting this podcast.
Thank
Yes, I hope you
you.
will
Thank you.
continue uh, supporting this podcast because we are aiming for 2 million downloads. So after that, Australia, we're having of course, the favorite country of Chef Alessandro,
No.
Italy.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna give you all the name in Italian. It's faster. Come on, Toscana 15%, Lombardia 13,
This one is
13%.
the one we are
La,
talking about.
again, with
Latium.
oh, I forgot about it. Campania 8%, Sardegna 8%, Emilia Romagna 6%, Puglia 6%, Friuli Venezia Giulia 6%,
Yes,
Sicilia 6%, Piemonte 4%, Abruzzo 4%, Liguria 3%, and Calabria 3%, Basilicata 2%, Marche 1%, Lazio 1%, Trentino Alto Adige 1%. Thank
grazie
you very, very
mille,
much.
Italia uno, as they said.
Grazie.
Italia una, muchas gracias or grazie mille for supporting this podcast. As we said, this podcast is created to empower food, people. And we are talking about my favorite Italian food. So, Chefi Minestrone is my soup, and of course, my appetizer, one of their favorite, insalata de polpo. Oh,
Oh, wow. Now, which insalata di polpo
which
you like
one?
best?
Usually when I'm doing in the ship, insalata de polpo, we use fresh, not fresh, a frozen octopus, and then we steam it, then cut into small pieces. Then after that cutting, we use
Mhm.
like balsamic vinegar. And then we put gardeniera. Oh, that's simple, but they love
Mm.
it.
Oh.
So how do you do it, Taffy?
Mm. Okay, for me, insalata di polpo is, with the potatoes, and you got your octopus on
Yes,
it. So you boil your octopus,
yes,
then you cut in pieces, then you got your potato, boiled potato. You can even roast if you want it, but boiled is much better. And then you marinate with the garlic, olive oil, nice fresh parsley on it, and a little bit of vinegar. You can choose any kind of vinegar you like, and that's it. Most
yes,
is like this, simple like that. Is the insalata di polpo. Sometimes now you can find different variation. You can have some make some they can make some anchovy sauce on it or dressing with anchovies and drizzle around the everything. But yeah, basically, as simple it can be, the polpo's gotta it's gotta be always match good with the potato and
yes,
lemon juice and lots of olive oil, fresh olive oil, not in fry, not
yes.
in
Make sure
it's the best one.
people when you're doing pulpo or octopus, make sure it boiled good because octopus tend to tough if you eat it if it's not properly done. Right, Shafi?
Mm.
It like it's tough when it's not
That's right.
properly cooked.
Yes.
And as I said, insalata di polpo, one of his Italian favorite appetizer. So, right, most especially in Garmanje, they use like carpaccio di
Hmm.
polpo. So it's
Yes,
something else.
carpaccio di polpo, yes. Well, you can have well, I say if it's fresh polpo, yes, you can have fresh, cut and make a carpaccio
Crudo.
crudo carpaccio. But otherwise, you just steam or you boil the polpo, and then you slice,
Mm.
and then you can make a carpaccio with
Yes,
that.
it's
Yes,
something
absolutely.
else. Insalata di polpo. And of course, carpaccio di polpo. Try it, people. It's something else. And Safi, of
Hmm.
course, my main course, ossobuco.
Hmm. Oh, suburgo, nice,
And
nice,
people,
nice.
we already,
Uh,
yes.
You like with tomato base, or you like
Oh, of
with
course,
just
I
white
like both,
wine?
Safi. White
L'ossobuco.
wine and tomato sauce. Is it possible, Safi? You can do it, both. Mm,
No, there is people that make it just with the tomato with tomato base, and some other put just with the white wine, and then they just
mm,
reduce as a roast anyway. But yeah, basically, yes, you looking at your vegetable, your mirepoix, celery, carrots, onion as a
yes,
base, lorry, of
yes,
course, thyme, of course, pencil, the ossobuco first, salt and pepper, and then you put in a big tray with all this mirepoix, you put a little bit dash of tomato sauce on it, white wine, nice stock in, and it just cook in the oven until it's cooked. It usually takes about 1 hour and a half to 2 hours in the oven. Always around 375 to 400
yes,
degrees Fahrenheit. That's what usually takes anyway. But if you don't want to cook in the oven, you can cook on the stove, of course. Just you cover up, very slowly, very slowly on the stove, because it's going to cook faster, and the pot is not that you don't want to use a big pot. It's going to get more liquid, so it's going to get less liquid, so it's going to take a little
yes,
bit more time. A little bit less, sorry, a little bit less time. So that's why. So you got to slow down the power of the heat of the
yes. People
burn.
try it. Also,
Yes.
buco milanese, and
Yeah, but then after you're gonna put the nice risotto
yes.
milanese beside.
So
Yes.
risotto, Shafi, can you tell us something? How to cook risotto in Italian way?
Ah, simple. You got Oh yeah, you got shallot. You got a nice shallot on the base, and fry a little bit the shallot with a little bit olive oil and a little bit butter. Then you add your rice, you toast it, white wine, and then after that, your stock, and you cook in the rice, and then if you saffron, you just put the saffron in, give it a nice color, yellow color, and let's say you just cook it until 16 minutes about, and lots of parmigiano, lots of butter, and we go. It's done there, your risotto after that time.
Yes, for sure.
And you can serve with your
A
ossobuco,
good
of course.
combination. Yes, also buco. One.
Oh yeah, it's amazing combination. Always be a good match. Ossobuco with
Yes,
the risotto milanese. It's one of the historic
for Italian
dish.
cuisine. The national anthem of Italian cuisine. Buco Milanese.
Yes.
But before we go on, Chefi, let's promote our books. Food 101, Volume 12, Italian Cuisine, people. What we are talking about here.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Mania with me
Food
always,
101,
always.
people. What we are talking here from season 2 to season 3, it's all in there in Food 101 Volume 12 Italian Cuisine. But we are doing our Food 101 Volume 15 Italian Cuisine Part 2 because we cannot squeeze in all the recipe that we want to talk about or we want to give you to create a delicious food in Italian cuisine. So watch out for that volume 15 Italian cuisine part 2. So Shafi, yes, we're
We're gonna
working
work
on
on
it
it. Yes.
and we hope that we will publish this coming year before our fifth season coming out. Watch out for our fifth season, people. We're doing live via satellite with Chef Alessandro cooking us a buco milanese. Yeah. Yes, behind the
Yeah, in the
stage.
space. Yes.
Oh, crossing my fingers. And people, we are inviting you to please do uh grab a copy of our merchandises. We have a lot of merchandise, people. We are having our what? What do we have? Let's see. We have apron, beach towel, bento lunch bags. What else? Canvas lunch bag, canvas shopping tote, ceramics bags. Name it, and we have it, people. So please do visit Food 101 merchandise either on Etsy or Shopify. And of course, our Food 101 foundation. Our podcast is helping less fortunate children all over the world to give them nourishment, to give them what they call this support to become better citizens in the future, because these less fortunate children will be our future generation. So let's support them through our podcast. For sure, are this any donation that you will give, 100% we will give to these less fortunate children. So, Shafi, my next or the last favorite of my Italian food that I like, of course, my dessert will be tiramisu.
Wow,
Classic
classic.
tiramisu.
Classic Savoiardi cookie, ladyfinger, nice coffee, an espresso, your cream with your egg yolk, your mascarpone cheese, and your sugar, and of course lots of cocoa
Yeah,
on top.
it's
Yes,
so easy to do
fantastic.
and delicious.
Absolutely, you can make layer after layer after layer. You can make as big as you want.
That's what you want, yes. And if you're wondering if you can create any flavor of tiramisu, yes, ask Chef Alessandro. Oh, what flavor?
Yeah, pistachio tiramisu,
See?
hazelnuts tiramisu,
Yes,
matcha tiramisu, strawberry tiramisu, uh, berry tiramisu. Yes, there is so
a lot,
many we can make.
people. We will
A lot.
encourage you to.
I mean, we should make a less one episode
Oh,
only
yes.
for tiramisu. Many kind of
Yes,
tiramisu. Yes,
for
why not?
sure. So we are encouraging you to do this favorite food of mine, number one for sure, minestrone. Insalata di polpo, it's easy to do. And also buco de milanese for my main course. And for dessert, tiramisu. See, it's a classic Italian food that I like very much. I'm thinking tiramisu or panna cotta, but I choose tiramisu. But panna cotta is good too, people. It's something else. So, Shafi, can you give
Yes.
us tips for how to make tiramisu in very fast?
Tiramisu, you just make the coffee first to get it cool down because that one's going to take time to cool down. Then you make you start to whip your eggs with mascarpone. You add the sugar, and then you start to make a layer with the savoiardi, ladyfinger in any kind of container you like. If you want a tray or you want a cup, and then you just put a little bit cream. You put the savoiardi, dip in the coffee, and then you cream, and then savoiardi dip in the coffee, and then cream again. And then you finish with some mashed fresh
Yes,
cocoa.
yes, yes. So people try tiramisu. It's something else. Tiramisu means Shafi boost me up, right? In in English,
Push me up,
in English.
yes.
If you want to know the story how tiramisu evolved, is like that. They want to boost people who want to eat this dessert. So tiramisu. So, Shafi, again, another episode for my favorite Italian food. I again minestrone, insalata di polpo, ossobuco di milanese, and tiramisu. And I want to plug in my other podcast, Book 101 Review, on my fourth season. And please do listen to my featured author of the month of July. I featured Mr. Sebastian Di Castel, award-winning and best-selling author of swashbuckling novels. So please do support him. He is a Canadian author. And of course, my featured author of the month for month of August, award-winning author, Mr. Douglas A. Burton. And I did already publish our first episode, and we will do two more episodes to know him better about his writing, about his award-winning piece. So, Shafi, See you
Very good, people.
soon.
Bye bye.